Hello, everybody, and we welcome you wherever you are, of course, to the Dream11 Spice Isle 10-10 cricket here at the National Stadium in St. George's, Grenada. This is day number 5, match number 13, and of course, we've got today the Clove Challengers. They're going to be coming up against the Cinnamon Pacers. So we look forward to a great day today, but let me also let you know that the lineup for today is Clove Challengers against Cinnamon Pacers. Match was supposed to start at 9:30, but we have a delayed start because of the rain. And at 12 o'clock, Saffron Strikers will come up against Ginger Generals. And then this afternoon, our final encounter would be between Nutmeg Warriors and Bay Leaf Blasters. That's going to be at 2 o'clock. So we've got your lineup for you today. I've got good news, and the good news is that the sun has come out quite wonderfully. Now we had a bit of a rain, but the sun has come out. The covers, in fact, have been pulled off. So we'll join Kerry Frank now with the toss and the two captains.
Welcome to the toss for match number 13 in the Dream11 Spice Isle T10 tournament. We have here with us at the toss party our match referee, Mr. Carl Felix, our two captains of this match, Cyprian Forsyth and Michael Narain, and our third umpire, and Anderson Madison, who is here to assist and observe the toss. Mr. Match referee, is over to you.
Thank you, Kerry. Gentlemen, this is the toss we're going to use today. This is head, this is tail. Home captain, you're going to spin. Away captain, you're going to call. Call is ahead.
And it is ahead. Pacers have won the toss. Micah, first of all, you guys are on a sort of win streak, 3 matches in 3. How are you guys feeling after such 3 dominant performances?
Well, so far, I will say thanks for the Almighty for bringing us here. I think we are on top of our game, and we come out here. We're going to have a bowl first, and we're going to play good cricket again.
I guess it's no surprise that teams winning the toss. Bowling first yesterday, we saw 3 matches where the teams chasing would have won the toss. So bowling first, sort of totally have in mind restricting challenges too.
Well, look at the condition. I think we're looking at between 80 to 100. And I think as I restrict them to that total, I think we have our batters and we can get a job done.
All right, again, your bowlers, again, they seem to be coming on string every game. They're improving. It must be good to a feeling to know that your bowlers are finally coming to the party.
Well, I think we didn't have much practice, so I think each game, bowlers looking where they make a mistake and they're trying to build on it for each game to come.
All right, so 3-3, opportunity to make it 4 from 5 matches in the first round. Looking forward to this encounter?
Yes. We're looking to play good cricket and see if we can come out victorious once more.
All right, well, Micah, congratulations to you guys so far in the tournament and all the best at today's match.
Thank you.
Are we going to have a chat now with Cyprian Forsyth? Cyprian, Clove Challengers seem to be hitting their stride, lose one, win one, lose one, win one. Looking forward to probably breaking that streak today.
Yeah, we're looking to come up and repeat the good things that we did yesterday. I think once we play to our ability, then we will get the results.
Your batting has not, for the first 3 matches of the tournament, didn't really come to the party, but yesterday you have tried some differences, and you batting pair. Should that be probably what we see going forward?
Yes, I think so. The guys, they did a pretty good job yesterday. It's what we've been asking for from the beginning of the tournament, so we're looking to continue with that.
Batting first on a wicket, which is known to be good for batting. What sort of total do you have in mind?
I think anything in excess of 100 would be a challenging total. With our bowling, I think we can defend that.
All right. Your team recently had the inclusion of Imran Black Joseph. How has he impacted your team?
Well, yesterday with the bat he came out, not out, actually hitting the winnings run and a few good blows, and with the ball he bowled an excellent last over for us. So he has been very a good inclusion in the team.
All right, well, Cyprian, we want to wish you and Clove Challengers all the best for today and for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks very much.
All right, so that's the news from the middle. Cinnamon Pacers have won the toss and they have asked Clove Challengers to bat.
Was confirmed there by Kerry Frank. Pacers, they've won the toss and they've sent challengers in to bat. This is match number 13, day number 5. Clove Challengers coming up against Cinnamon Pacers. We're off to a delayed start because we had some early morning showers, but everything is fine, and Clove Challengers will be taking first knock. Darren Ned who had a pretty good game yesterday, and Denright Charles will be opening the innings. Will Williams will be opening up the bowling attack. Good morning to Alistair de Billot.
Good morning, Pastor, and not a blazing sun as we had in the previous days, but good enough for cricket.
We're going to give you the lineup. Cyprian Forsyth, Teddy Bishop, Denroy Charles, Tyrone Charles, Dana George, Melville Gordon, Imran Joseph, Darren Ned, Gerard Noel, Kimo Peters, and Casimir Thomas. That's the Clove challengers. For Cinnamon Pacers, Michael Narayan, Kyron Andrew, Alec Athanase, Adele Beggs, Aaron Campbell, Chad Charles, Javad Hazard, Nikobi John, Kenroy Peters. Break here is the first delivery. Wayward delivery outside the off stump wide, signaled by the umpire. And so ball number 1 and wide has already been confirmed. And so challengers, they're off the mark. They're one without loss. So completing the list, we had Kenroy Peters, Javel St. Paul, and Ruel Williams. Here once more is Williams is in now and bowls. Short delivery, pulled in front of square. That goes into the boundary for 4. Well, it really got the treatment it deserved. It was short and it just stood up there, and he rocked onto the back for Darren Ned, and he pulled that in front of square, and the ball went very quickly across the turf down to the boundary for 4. He's off the mark. He's gone to 4. It's 5 without loss.
Yeah, good shot. It was short. It was not very pacey. It didn't have much pace in it. It bounced a good pulling height, and he just pulled it over the deep middle wicket for 4.
So Lavon Lewis out in this game. Nikobi John has come in. Here once more is Williams bowls and is driving out the outer pass of the bat. That's going to go into the boundary. It does so now at 4 runs. Came forward and drove, and the fielder there at backward point didn't seem to really travel after it. I don't know why there wasn't a greater, more animated effort. And the ball went down to the third man boundary for 4. Takes his total now to 8. It's 9 without loss.
The only thing I could say there is, unless he thought someone was behind him, because the ball passed pretty close to him and he didn't really chase.
Well, just a third man backward point, sweeper, extra cover, long off. So the sweeper and the long off, 2 fielders outside the circle, boundary riding. Here is Williams in now and both to Ned. Ned is driving hard, gets it down to the it goes for 4 through the fielder there. He might have just slipped a little bit, and it went to the boundary for 4. It was struck very hard indeed, and I just wondered whether the same thing hadn't happened slightly maybe to the fielder at backward point in the previous delivery. And 4 runs there. That's Kenroy Peters making a little bit of a mess of that one. Wouldn't be happy, and I think Williams wouldn't be happy either.
Well, it came very quickly to him, but the rain has just subsided, and probably the little wetness on the surface skidded through.
Williams bowls to Ned. Ned gets a slower delivery. He comes forward, pushes it out on the offside. We get a comfortable single. So he is now gone on to 13, and the total is pushed on to 14 without loss. Brings Denroy Charles now into strike. Good start here by Clove challengers. 3 boundaries already in this over. Williams goes back from the top of his mark, and Charles was just taking his guard, taps away at his pads, and then begins to move in. Now is Williams in and bowls, and he hits that. Oh my golly, that's a big hit. That's 6 runs. Well, you got to be pretty brave for the very first ball that you faced to hit that so long, so big. It was a huge hit, and that's 6, number 146. They've really galloped on to 20 without loss.
And it wasn't really a bad delivery. It was outside the off stump, and he pulled it from outside the off stump way over the deep middle wicket boundary for a massive 6.
Hey, that was big. That was really big. It had the elevation, and not only that, it had the distance too.
And gone quite a couple rows up in the seats of the pavilion.
Gee whiz, you know what, Ali? I didn't even think it had gone so far. I knew it went, I would think maybe about, to look at it, maybe about 30 yards beyond the boundary line. About 30 yards.
Yes, quite a distance.
Wow, that is big. That was a wow shot. Really big, huge. 20 without loss. Here is Williams. He won't be very happy about that at all. It's not the best over. Moves in now to bowl to Charles, who to this delivery is hitting that back past the bowler, will get a single. As Arthur is having to run very quickly across to his left, picks up, hurls the return to the keeper's end. The batsman had time to cross for one. So one more to Charles's total. The over comes to an end, a very expensive one. After one, it's 21 without loss.
Yeah, 21 without loss after the first over. 4 boundaries, 6 and 3/4. And not too sure, the wicket doesn't look as if he got a lot of pace in it. The bowler didn't generate much pace. He did bowl a bit quicker in the previous games, and so the opening batsman took a toll on him.
Yeah, well, this is and we'll have to check and see how many matches have been played on that pitch, but this is of course the 5th day. So this is the third day, yes, of matches being played on this particular strip.
Also, Pastor, I had a look at this ball, one that cleared the boundary, and there are very little seam in it, and I suspect with a sort of wet outfield, the ball might be a bit skiddy.
Here is St. Paul, moves in to bowl and tugged up to mid-wicket, will get a single. They return to the non-striker's end and they get one. So Charles has now gone on to 8, brings Ned into strike. I think the ball took more the top part of the bat, didn't get much power in the shot. Ned, who takes off, would just taken off one of the bails to mark his guard. Something I think that Shivner and Chandapal introduced to cricket. We'll probably have a little bit of discussion. I'll ask Ali Bilal if he had seen that, more so in international cricket. I think more so Chandapal. Here he comes in once more, is St. Paul's in now and bowls to net. Absolute beauty, wonderful delivery just outside the off stump, and doesn't make contact. He did push at it, has it collected behind the stumps, and then run all the way back to St. Paul as if to give him a bit of encouragement.
But a very good delivery. Pitch it, move, it had a bit of height, and much quicker this over than the previous over.
Here he is once more, is St. Paul. St. Paul is there now and bowls outside the house stump. The ball peels off the outer edge of the bat, will go into the boundary, 4 runs. Airborne for a long time, down to third man. It was in the air, and the backward point fielder was coming across very quickly, but it was just too fine for him. That's not where he really wanted the ball to go, but in the end he got 4, and that pushed his total on now to, who's gone now to 17, and the total has pushed on to 26 without loss.
And we have seen so many times in this competition where the third man in the circle and the backward point, but the ball goes over the head of third man.
Here's St. Paul again in now to bowl to Ned. Ned is driving that. That's a fine shot. No, that's a wonderful shot. That's going to go all the way, 4 runs. Beautiful shot. He drove it very sweetly, very straight, back past the bowler, over his head. And though mid-on was there, sort of straight, really didn't have a chance. Look how he posed. Beautiful shot. He knew he hit it well from the middle of the bat. And the total has gone to 30 without loss.
Great shot. Perfect shot.
Here is once more St. Paul in now and bowls to Ned. Ned is getting a delivery that he turns up on the onside. They've got no hustle for the single. They get that quite comfortably too in the end. So 1 more to his total. He's batted quite sensibly so far, though it's early days yet. 31 without loss brings Denroy Charles, who is 8 of 3 now into strike. St. Paul, who's got a really long run, extended run, begins to move in now, brushes past the umpires there, and bowls to Charles. Hits that just out of the reach of the bowler and his follow through, and they will get a single. And poor St. Paul tried his best really to turn it into a catch. He couldn't. The over comes to an end. At the end of it, Charles is 9 of 4. Ned is 22 of 8. It's 32 without loss. 2 overs gone.
Well, if the bowler had taken that catch, it would have been really a spectacular one because of the fact with a pace bowler and a good follow through. and he really had to do something special. But back to the bail issue, Pastor.
We did it back then, didn't we?
Yeah, but I remember at the youth level, one of the guys did that. He took off the bails and the umpire told him put it back. The bails doesn't belong to him.
They were very strict with the bails back then.
Yeah.
They were very strict with the bails.
He said the stumps belongs to the umpire.
So here is Peters. Bowls, outer portion of the bat. The catch is going to be taken. He was looking to hit that over extra cover and didn't hit it very well. Peeled off the outside edge. So Clove challengers, they've lost the first wicket. Charles is gone for 9. Is 32 for 1.
And Peters in his first delivery, a spinner from the northern end, flighted it a bit. He went to hit, didn't time it at all. He took the outer portion of the bat and schooned up in the air, and a very easy catch to the fielder at backward point.
So, well, the breakthrough that they wanted, because this pair, they were really pushing along, Charles and Ned. And in the end, well, they've just lost the wicket. Charles is gone. Teddy Bishop now comes in to replace Charles. I think the catcher then was Nicobe John, who is playing in today's match. Here is delivery outside the off stump, hit down the ground. That's going to go all the way. That's a fine shot. That's 6 runs. Hits the advertising board. Pitched up, came forward and he lifted it, Ned. He's really in an ultra aggressive mood here. Peters pitched that one up and he lifted it straight down the ground. It's gone to 28.
Beautiful shot, and he's a real good hitter at the ball.
Yeah, he is. Here is a delivery. He's hitting it in the air. This time I think the catch is going to be taken. The fielder goes under the catch and he goes. Taken there down at the long off area, trying to do one too many. Ruel Williams steadied himself very well, never took his eyes off the ball and never looked as though he was going to drop it. So here he goes. Williams taking the catch. And so Darren Ned caught Williams, ball Kenroy Peters for 28. And Peters has picked up 2.
A good delivery again from the spinner. We have not seen many of the spinners flighting the ball, and even though he was struck for 6 in the previous delivery, he still flighted it outside the off stump, and Ned having to reach a bit more than the previous one. Didn't really get it in the middle of the bat. In fact, he took probably the upper half and high into the air, and a very good catch by Williams.
Yes, so the new batsman is Cyprian Forsyth, but the batsman did cross, so Bishop will be taking strike. Here he is in now and bowls to Bishop outside the off stump, wide, confirmed by the umpire. So Peters has picked up 2 for 6 already. Nice to see him, as Alib the Billet said, tossing the ball. He moves in once more. Is Peters in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop comes forward. That was a little faster and flatter in the air. Pushed it back along the track, just to the right of the bowler, who ran around rather quickly, smartly picked the ball up and goes back in a rather workman-like manner. He's in once more. Is Peters there now and bowls to Bishop, and Bishop is hitting that out to the short extra cover position. Can't pass that offside field, which is rather packed, and he remains yet to score. Peters, with his last delivery of this over, is in and bowls, and he comes forward, turns it up on the onside. That was a well bowled delivery. Good over there, good nice comeback there by Peters. He's picked up 2 in 1 over. So after 1 over, 7 runs coming off his bowling 2 wickets, and at the end of 3 they're going very quickly at 13 runs per over. But Clove challengers, they've lost 2 wickets for 39.
And the only, if I have to fault him a bit there in the over, is that when the new batsman came in, first delivery was a quicker delivery. I think he should have flighted it, because he had gotten the wicket in the previous delivery with a flighted ball. But a very good over from Peters.
And the veteran has pulled himself into the attack. Micah Narain getting ready to bowl to Cyprian Forsyth, who has not had a very good tournament so far. I think he is due runs.
Captain to captain.
Yeah, let's hope that he can do something special today. The team needs him. to not only marshal the forces on the field, but he's got to also bat. Here is Narayan in and bowls to Forsyth. Forsyth turns it up on the onside, would get a single just behind square. And the return coming into the non-strikers end, and they will in fact come back for the second run. Well, of course, no bowler likes that to happen to him, but Kenroy Peters was coming in very quickly and hurled the return to the keeper's end. It was a little bit wayward and backed up in the outfield, but the batsman had time to cross for another run. So Forsyth has gone to 2, 41 for 2, as Micah Narayan turns once more, moves in to bowl to Forsyth, who is looking to turn it again on the onside. The ball cannons into the pad and dribbles out on the offside. And very quickly is Alec Athanase coming in there from a backward point, picks up. No chance of a single. Total remains on 42 for 2.
Forsyth is not this hitter as we have seen some of the batters, and he's a sort of nudger. He plays it here and plays it there and picks up his run.
Yeah, once more is Micah Narayan is in and bowls to Forsyth, who drives well, expansive drive, gets the ball down to the long off region, gets a comfortable single 2. So he is now moved on to 3. Total has gone to 42 for 2. So a bit of a calm after the storm here.
Yeah, the previous over and this over so far sort of pull things back a bit.
Over number 4 in progress. Third man, backward point. Sweep on the boundary, extra cover. Long off, mid wicket. Micah Narayan comes in now and bowls outside the off stump. And Bishop opens the face of the bat, glides the ball down to third man, as Williams comes across very quickly to his left, but couldn't prevent the batsman from crossing for the single. So 1 to Bishop. He's just gotten off the mark, and the total has moved on to 43 now for 2. Brings Forsyth, who is 3, now into strike. Here is Narayan once more in now to bowl a delivery that was much slower, and coming forward was Forsyth. Just dabbed the ball out on the offside. Athanase came in very quickly, preventing the batsman from confirming their desire for a single. Total remains on 43 for 2. These two would just have to restore stability for Clove challengers, as Micah Narayan. This has been a very good over so far. Just 4 runs coming off it. He's in and bowls, and he's wrapped on the pad. There's an appeal for leg before gone. Well, Forsyth was looking to hit that through the onside. He is just looking back as if to say, well, hey, I'm not very happy about the dismissal. Let's look at it here. Oh.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky there. Just looking at the replay, just may have suggested a little slant down the leg side. Right. But the umpire in the best position said that was out. He goes back rather disconsolately, and Forsyth is gone. And leg before to Micah Narayan for 3. Clove challengers, they're in a bit of a bother now. It's 43 for 3.
That seems, when you're not informed, things seem never to go your way. That one was pitched, I would say, just about leg and going further down. The umpire, of course, still in a better position than we are, and made the decision. I think things have really come back now for the bowling team. 2 good overs from Narayan, and Peters sort of slow down the run rate.
Sure, right. Well, Casimir Thomas has joined Teddy Bishop. Here is Thomas, bowls, pulls down to the deep square leg position. First delivery short, and gets a single. So total has moved on now to 44. So that was Bishop, wasn't it? Yeah, Bishop. So he's gone to 2, and Casimir, of course, will be taking strike. It was the end of the over. Left-handed Thomas. As here is once more Peters. Will move in now to bowl to Thomas. There he is, and bowls, and Thomas gets one down the leg side. There's an appeal for stump, The umpire says not out. But that was slanting down the leg side, looking to tickle it maybe down to fine leg. And the bails went off. And the umpire said, no, 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 he's still there. Still grounded. Maybe that back leg just maybe grounded.
I think the appeal from Peters would indicate that he appealed for caught behind.
Or rather than a stump.
Than a stump.
Here once more is Peters to bowl to Thomas. Thomas is yet to score. Tall, lanky batsman. He's in now and bowls. He comes forward rather easily. Thomas pushes it out on the offside. And Peters runs across very quickly, picks up on his follow through, rubs the ball rather vigorously on his trousers, and would move in once more. Round the wicket, in now, and bowls to Thomas. Thomas turns that nicely down to mid wicket. Ball airborne for a while, but not catchable. Would get a single. So he is finally off the mark. He's gone to 1, and it brings Bishop, who is on 2, now into strike. Peters, this is going to be the 4th delivery of this over. In now, and bowls, and he's turning that up on the outside. Is Teddy Bishop just behind square on the leg side. Will get a single. So 1 more to his total.
And Teddy Bishop is one with great potential. He's on the West Indies youth trial squad, and a lot is depending on him.
Sure is. Short, flatter delivery that is pulled. I mean, that's not where he wanted to hit it. He wanted to hit it to mid wicket. It was airborne, passing the bowler on his follow through. Wasn't able to turn it into a catch. I think he himself might have been surprised that the ball was coming back at him.
Yeah, because he attempted to pull it somewhere to mid wicket for the square, but it went straight back down the wicket. And the bowler reacted well, but just couldn't get there.
Here is Peters, bowls to Bishop. Bishop hits that in the air. Is going over the boundary line. That's a fine shot. That's 6. Got right to the pitch of it and lifted it as straight as he could. And it went soaring over the bowler's head. That was a fine shot. Really lovely shot by Bishop. And the 50 has been posted. It's 53 for 3. Sorry, 53 for 3. That's right. 5 overs gone. We're at the midway portion of the match. And with Thomas 2, Teddy Bishop 9. More thoughts from you, Ali DeBellot, and then it will be Raphael Crowley.
Good shot from Teddy Bishop, 54 for 3 after 5, just over 10 runs per over. Still a good run rate. They will need to probably accelerate, but they need to have wickets in hand to do so. And a lot now will be depending on Teddy Bishop.
Yeah, good morning, viewers. Morning, Ali.
Good morning, Raphael.
54 for 3 now. What is a gloomy morning. This ball is pushed back by Thomas. 54 for 3. It is 6th over. Churchill, the right arm off spinner. This one is pulled down to over mid wicket and for a big 6, picked up really well by Thomas. Short in length and dispatch over square leg for 6. Takes his score to 8. It's 60 for 3. Clove challengers who lost the toss this morning and was sent into bat. Having a quick start, a good quickening by Darren Ned. That's 60 for 3. Chad Charles, right arm around the wicket and bowled to Thomas. Thomas is back and looking to cut, made no contact, and taken by the keeper. Good morning, Denroy.
Yeah, good morning to you, Raphael. And as you can see, yet another exciting stat there by the cinnamon pieces.
Well, Charles, another short delivery hit down to backward square position, and the fielder coming in very quickly there. And one more as the right-handed Teddy Bishop comes into strike. We is still to see the brilliance of Teddy Bishop.
Very talented player. Have not produced the runs so far through the tournament.
Charles now goes back over the wicket and he's bowling to a short third man in Campbell. Ted Bishop is down the track and hit down to long on. Beggs comes around and he can only get one run there, but again looking to lift it somewhere over that in that long on position, not getting hold of the delivery. Charles extracting a bit of a turn there and sort of dragging it down to that wide long on.
Yeah, very good bowling there by Charles.
Thomas into strike. This again is short. It's hitting down to long on, way over long on, and really a good shot by Thomas.
Yeah, very good shot there by Casimir Thomas. It was actually slow delivery, a little shot, and just used his strength and hit it straight over long of a huge six.
So Charles in his first over, 14 runs in that over, taking the score to 68 for 3. We have 6 overs completed, and certainly the sort of start that we had from Ned really indicated that they really wanted to push on.
Yeah, I think we all were aware that the senior pieces are the team, the informed team of the tournament, and Clove challengers want to put up a competitive total, so at least they can be rather competitive in the second innings. At the end of over number 6, 68 for 3, very good run rate, healthy run rate at 11.33 runs per over, and if they can actually continue along that line, they will be up for a very competitive total.
So Adel Beggs pick it up from this northern end. Teddy Bishop will into field at short third man, a backward point cover in Narayan, long off in Peters. As he's up the wicket for delivery, Bishop is hitting high into the air, and we see the bowler coming around and really dropping the catch that really should have taken.
Yeah, I think a big chance was missed there by Beggs, and it was hit straight up in the air, and a simple catch was taken, but I think he was misjudged. He misjudged it there. If you look at the screen, you can see that he's looking there, then somewhere he lost it, and he never looked comfortable trying to take this catch.
Yeah, just on the onside there, and really had the time to get around to that delivery, but missed that catch. Thomas plays to the short fine leg, and they going to take a quick single. So a let off for Bishop. He's 11 from 9 deliveries, and Beggs will be disappointed. That catch, he had time to really get around and take that catch. Adel Beggs, shot number 25 as he's up to Bishop. This one is pitch up. He's hitting this in the air, and let's see, just over the man at long on for another 6. For 6, again lifting it nicely over long on, and just went over the long on fielder for 6.
Yeah, beautiful shot there by Bishop. I think Beggs would be rather disappointed because just given a chance the previous ball, and now he can be hit for 6 over long off.
76 for 3. As Beggs once more to Bishop, down the leg side, clipped beautifully over backward square, long leg position, and went one bounce into the boundary for 4. Again, a really confident shot. Well played by Bishop. I think he would be happy with that shot that he clipped over with a backward square in and go down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, again, poor delivery there. The line was heading down the leg side, and Bishop just continue just hitting it down there and continue to get a nice shot over fine leg for 4 runs. As the score move on to 80 for 3 and win over number 7.
So Beggs in his first over already gone for 12. He's up to the wicket, ball to Bishop. Bishop is driving well down to cover aerially, but no chance there, and they're going to get an overthrow there as the ball was not taken cleanly by the keeper. The throw coming in from the fielder on the boundary there, dropping just short of the fielder, short of the keeper, who did not take it cleanly, allow the batsman to get an extra run.
Good awareness there by the batting pair, and just a slight fumble by the keeper, and they were able to get in another single.
So 2 more runs. Bishop 23 as Beggs Short ball is just clipped down to backward square, just to the right of the fielder there, and he picked up one run. Again, looking for the same shot, but again, not really getting hold of it. And it bounced just one step, just short of the fielder who came around and fielded, and he completed one run.
Yeah, and that completed the seventh over, and they scored at the end of 7 over 83 for 3. Very good going there by Clove Challengers. If they can continue, they would actually come with a competitive total. And at the run rate at 11.86 runs per over, very good batting.
So good scoring rate, 83 for 3 and 7, and they certainly want to get up to at least 120 mark. We have seen that score have been, been chased down on 2 occasions. Cinnamon Pacers been victorious in the previous game. As Narayan in the second over, first delivery hit high and hard, and it let's see, it goes down to long on. He's coming around. Very good catch taken on the boundary there, as if the batsman, the Bishop, really looking to clear the fence. He went high up the fielder at wide long on, almost mid wicket, coming around and take a very good catch, and the back of Bishop once again going for 24 or 14 deliveries.
Yes, then again, huge wicket there for the Cinnamon Pacers. Teddy Bishop seems to be getting in form, but for all I think they're actually in for a good total 83 for 4 over number 8. And we have the very talented and powerful and big hitting Imran Joseph coming to bat after a wonderful innings yesterday.
Yeah, he played a good innings. He in the final delivery, he actually played the winning shot. But good judgment by Williams on that boundary there. More mid wicket, straight, as Imran Joseph going to face his first delivery from Narayan, and he's hitting the cover, and it goes straight to cover, and good catch taken at cover there, as Joseph there again looking to the hit over cover, and was just being able to hit it straight to cover, and they feel at cover they coming around Nikobi John and picking up a beautiful catch.
Yeah, I think it was good bowling there by Mike and Narayan. He knew that Joseph would go after him, and he actually gave him a slower ball, and he was actually disguised that slower very well and confused the batter, and hence the reason that he mistimed the ball to cover for and lost his wicket.
So good over by Narayan, and it's his second over, as now picked up 3 wickets, 1.2 over, no maiden 4 runs, 3 wicket, and certainly really turned things around. It's 7.2 overs, 83 for 5. Left-handed Melvin Gordon comes in to strike. Clove Challengers had a quick start. Over rate is so far the run rate is good, but just haven't lost too many wickets.
Yeah, I mean at the wickets column, I think not so much of concern, but at least they need to continue the run rate and definitely give a competitive score.
So Melvin Gordon faces first delivery, which is stroked down to cover. Williams coming off the boundary very quickly, and 1 to Gordon. He's off the mark. 84 for 5. Clove Challenge has been sent into bat by Cinnamon Pacers, who have been really doing well to date. They are leading with 4 games, 3 wins. They would want to make it 4 wins today. And for this, he's looking to pull there. And Gordon not getting hold of it. Thomas rather not getting hold of it. The ball went bouncing back to Narayan.
Yeah, Narayan would definitely want to finish strong. His last 2 deliveries in his spell.
He's right arm over the wicket to bowl to Thomas. Thomas is driving past the extra cover. The long off having to move really quickly around and just failed to pull it in and went over the boundary for 4. Good shot there by Thomas. Really, hit it well, and it just beat the extra cover.
Yeah, good try there by Peters on the boundary. Use his feet to get it in, but just end up rolling back, to the bottom rate. So it was good cricket all around.
Yeah, very good try there by Peters. 88 for 5. Thomas on 20 from 11 deliveries. And Micah Narayan in the second over, ball to Thomas. Thomas looking to swing, hit on the pad, loud appeal. Not out. Umpire said not out. Umpire John Mark. That completes the 8th over.
The ball seems to pitch outside leg. So definitely it was easy decision for the umpire.
Yes, it certainly looked from here that is outside leg. Probably would have hit the wicket, but pitching outside leg, or it can't be given out leg before, or shouldn't be given out leg before. So I think umpire Mark they just made the right decision. St. Paul going to pick it up from this northern end. Javed St. Paul so far 1 over for 11 runs. 88 for 5 as we head into the 9th over. The left-handed Melvin Gordon.
Well, at this run rate, we have two overs remaining. Clove challenged 88 for 5. If we can get at least 20 runs from the next 2 overs, definitely up for a very good total.
Well, certainly they will be looking for 2 big overs in these 2 last over. St. Paul certainly will have other thoughts in trying to make it very tight. Athena's at long off. We have extra cover in Beggs on the boundary. We have Kyron Anju, and we see the point fielder just moving to his right. Peters at long on as St. Paul right arm over the wicket to Gordon. Gordon looking to swing, made no contact. Slow delivery that just seemed to be leaving the left-hander.
Yeah, very good ball in there by St. Paul.
Good variation by St. Paul, and it is so necessary to be able to use a lot of variation in your bowling as he turns quickly and rushes into bowl to Gordon. And for this delivery, Gordon is down and swinging down to mid-wicket. Let's see, Williams is getting on right. Yes, take another good catch as Gordon looking to clear the mid-wicket fence, and Williams coming along, really make it simple, taking that catch.
Yeah, another good catch by Will Williams. He seems to have a very safe hands there, and you can see on the screen that comfortable taken there at the wicket boundary.
Yeah, it took taking it low, but certainly he was in position and made it look very simple. So Gordon, Melvin Gordon, didn't last too long. Williams taking another catch, and St. Paul's picking up his first wicket in his second over, 1 for 11. Dana George, left-handed George, gonna face St. Paul, and he's also swinging, not getting hold of it. Williams quickly coming off the boundary once again as they were looking for 2. But really good movement by Williams, rushing in from the mid-wicket boundary.
Yeah, the quick movement from the boundary actually made the batsman hesitate and actually prevented the second run.
Well, really gloomy conditions. The hills not looking too good. Hoping that we're able to get through.
Yeah, it's not looking too good in the hills. The clouds are rather dark. We might say heavy.
Dana George gonna face his first delivery from St. Paul. And he's looking, the swing goes down the backward square. The square leg fielder moving quickly to his right. And the batsman pick up 2 runs. Just coming off the inside edge and go down to that vacant position. So 2 more to the score, 91 for 6. Still in over number 9. George off the mark with 2. Thomas 21 from 13. St. Paul quickly turned and comes up to bowl to George, and he's hitting this one. Beggs moving to his right there and stop. And the batsman collected 1 run. 92.
We're into the final delivery of the 9th over.
St. Paul 1 for 15 so far. Again, this ball is hit down to long and no timing. I think and it goes back for two there. Good running. I think the fielder on the boundary was pretty slow, and give the batsman the opportunity to come back for two.
It's not looking good. I think it's drizzling. We expect. If you look on your screen, you can see how dark the clouds are. The umpires are very concerned, and the groundsmen are waiting for the umpire decision. But it's not haven't started drizzle as yet, but the clouds are actually dark. We may try to finish the 10 overs, but it's not looking good at all.
So 94 for 6. We just have 1 over to go. The groundsmen with the covers at already. Let's see the umpires. I know calling the covers on. So we will have a break here for rain. We had a half an hour. We started half an hour late, and again due to some rain that came just before the start of play. And as we look at the hills, it really doesn't look too good. But the good thing about this facility is that we are pretty sure that immediately after the rain finishes, it doesn't take us long to get the facility ready for the for game to restart.
Yeah, the National Stadium, the drainage is very, very good here. It's very good. The ground is easily dried. So once the rain subsides, definitely we will get to play in definitely 10 to 15 minutes.
So just to go back at the morning's play, we started half an hour late due to rain. We were able to get 9 overs completed. It's 94 for 6. Darren Ned, who started off really brilliantly, he played some good attacking shots. He scored 28 from 10 deliveries, hit 5 fours and 1 6, and certainly what we saw this morning, he really look impressive.
Yeah, yet again, he had wonderful innings there by Darren Ned. He had shown this impressive structure throughout the tournament, and so far he has continued this morning.
Well, Denwell Trials, he actually scored 9, faced 5 deliveries, and he hit 1 4. Again, he aggressive player he is. He loves to hit the ball. Really wasn't able to get off. We saw that as soon as Peters came on the spin, the first delivery got caught.
Yeah, I think it was a poor shot there by Charles when Peters came into his first delivery. He didn't look at the pitch was spinning or not, and he went for the maximum. He was caught right on the edge of the circle.
Well, Teddy Bishop, who, as we know, possesses really great talent, really a talented player. He too went for 24. Was dropped in that process. That we yet to see him come into his own, and Bishop scored 24. He had 14 deliveries. He had 1 4 and 2 6s, and certainly he would have wanted to go on today.
Yeah, definitely. So he's a very talented cricketer, and just not producing the runs that he can, and he knew he can.
Forsyth, LBW, Bull Narayan, he had for 3. He had 5 deliveries. And Thomas not out on 23, playing a good hand, 14 deliveries so far. Imran Joseph, who would have scored the winning run yesterday, really didn't get off, and he went very early for no score. Gordon bowled by St. Paul for 1. So Dana Jordan not out on 3, and Forsyth, the captain of the team, we yet to see him also get into his own.
Yeah, I think he's actually a talented cricketer, but just a matter of time. We believe, and I know he believes in himself, that definitely he would get it sooner or later for the benefit of his team.
So the bowling, Uriel Williams, 1 over, no maiden, 21 runs, no wicket. Javel St. Paul, 2 overs, no maiden, 17 runs, 1 wicket. Kenroy Peters, 2 overs, 18 runs, 2 wicket. Again, he's in the wicket column. And he would have really made a breakthrough when he came in and picked up those 2 wickets.
Yeah, 2 important wickets there in his first over of both openers.
Chad Charles didn't pick up a wicket today, but he went for 14 in his first over, and Beggs also went for 15 in the over he bowled. So I think all in all, I think it was a good morning for the Pacers. They have been able to pull back things when we thought that the start that they had was a very good one. They have certainly pulled back things. 94 for 6 in 9 overs.
Yeah, definitely. So I think the pick of the bowling were the captain Michael Narayan. Michael Narayan bowling his 2 overs, actually going for 9 runs and collecting 3 wickets.
Yes, I think his bowling and also Peters. I think Peters would have stalled things. I think just when we saw Denoy Charles really beginning to open his shoulders, he picked him up in that over, and then from there, I think even though the rate see was good going right through, but I thought that he would have slowed things down, and Narayan came back and picked up 3 wickets.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Well, the rain is still coming. We are hopeful that it wouldn't come for too long. The hills are still white, so we expect that it's probably going to take some time, you know, before we can restart. Our hope is that pretty soon it's going to pass and we will be able to restart. So at the moment, 94 for 6 Clove challengers being put in the bat by Pacers, and certainly we are hopeful that will be able to start very soon. But until then, we'll take a break, and as soon as we have cricket available, we certainly will come back to you.
And welcome back here at the National Stadium, where the two teams, Clove Challengers and Cinnamon Pacers, they're locked in battle. And as you may have heard, that rain, in fact, did intervene and stop play. And when the rain came, well, the Clove Challengers, they were 94 for 6, 94 for 6. Casimir not out 23, Dana George not out 3. Well, there has to be an adjustment now because of the delay of play because of rain. So let me give you the new regulations for the rest of this match. So it means that Cinnamon Pacers, they will have to score 61 in 5 overs. 61 in 5 overs. There'll be 2 overs for the power play and 1 over per bowler. So let me just quickly alert you. 61 in 5 overs, 2 overs power play, and 1 over per bowler. That's the new regulation restrictions that we have, adjustments rather, for this game. It means that they would have to score just over 12 runs per over, Denroy.
Yeah, just over 12 runs per over. I think it's actually a good competitive total in 5 overs, and we're in for exciting treat.
Yes, we certainly are. So the innings are gonna get on the way as the Pacers will be getting ready to chase down the target. It still looks rather dull, rather gloomy. So Tyrone Charles will begin to make his way in to bowl to Athenaeus. I think it's going to be a cracker here. Here is Charles passing the umpire now and bowls to Athenaeus, who is coming forward and pushes the ball back to the bowler, who didn't really grasp it well. Ball just spilled and went behind him on the onside, backed up there at mid-on. So it is dull, and we're gonna get some rain during the course of the afternoon. In fact, the forecast is that there'll be rain over the weekend. But this match, we should be able to get it through just 5 overs. As here once more is Athenaeus facing up to Charles, who to this delivery is coming for, gets a good delivery. They go through for a very quick single, they get it. And they had to really stride, and Hiran Campbell saw the opportunity, came home quickly. The response was very good. He called Athenaeus because he saw that there was the opportunity for the single. Athenaeus responded. Campbell was running to the danger end, and they got the single, 1 without loss.
Yeah, very good running by both batsmen, and very good alertness by Campbell.
Campbell takes strike, looks like a middle stump guard, and Charles goes back. He will want to ensure that this first over be as economical as possible. They've got to score at 12 runs per over, so guns will be blazing.
With every dot ball, the run rate will be required to increase.
Yeah, that's correct. Here is Charles moving in from a longish, straightish approach. He's passing the umpire just about now, and bowls to Campbell. Campbell slices that down to the third man area. The catch is taken. Oh, so he is gone. They've lost their first wicket right down the throat of the third man fielder, and so a wicket has already gone. They're already in a bit of bother there. And who's taking the catch? Was it
Joseph
took the catch.
Joseph.
Right. So Joseph took the catch down at third man. He didn't have to move an inch, did he?
No, just went straight into his lap. I think that's a good bowling there by Charles, and you can see that in other games we have the third man being inside, and now we have the third man right back on the boundary, with a simple catch for the Clove Challengers.
Yeah, so they've lost their first wicket as Campbell goes, caught Joseph of the bowling of Charles without scoring, and Cinnamon Pacers, they've lost their first wicket. It's 1 for 1. Kieran Andrew comes in. Here is the successful bowler so far is Charles. Would move in to bowl to Athenaeus. Here he is now, and to this delivery, Athenaeus is down the track, lifts that in the air. Somebody's going under it. The catch is going to be taken. He juggles it, but he took the catch. Oh, three players were in fact converging on the ball, and in the end, Forsyth went under it. He probably may have made a late call to say, hey, leave that to me. He didn't grasp it very well, cleanly at first, just bobbled it a bit, but on the second attempt, let's see, the second attempt, that's right, he took the catch, and he was in high quality jubilation because the main man has gone. Athanaze there, caught Cyprian Forsyth of the bowling of Tyrone Charles. He's gone for one. They've lost two already with only 1 run on the board.
Yeah, 2 very important wickets. A big 2 batsmen in from, and a very good start there by the Clove challengers.
Wow. His heart must have been in his mouth.
Yeah,
when he took it, you could see him saying, yes, I got it.
Yeah, very good catch there by Captain Cyprian Forsyth.
So, new batsman is Peters. Kenroy Peters has come to the crease. He's joined by Andrew. Or he's joined Andrew rather. So here is, he's got 2 wickets already. Coming in now to bowl to Andrew, who is just pushing the ball down to backward point. Will get a single. Oh, that might have been closer than we thought, was it?
Yeah, it was very close.
Peters was just ambling home. The return came in, shied at the keeper's end, and he was rather casual in seeking to get home.
Very good filling by Captain Cyprian Forsyth.
So, 2 for 2. Over number 1. Here once more is Charles. Will move in to bowl to Peters. Peters is a big man. Can hit the ball. Can give it a thump. As it's once more Charles. Now passes the umpire and bowls to Peters, who is turning that just behind square to a leg gully, I would think. And the batsman had time to cross for 1. So was it a leg by signal? No, he did get a nick onto it, didn't he?
Yeah.
All right. So the end of 1 over, and just 2 runs on the board. Sorry, 3 runs on the board, and 2 wickets have already fallen.
Yeah, very good over there by Charles. I think chasing 61 in 5. A very good start there by the Clove challengers. As you can see, the run rate actually moved from 12 to 14.5 per over.
Yeah, you just said it a while ago. Couple of dot balls, and it would change the equation, just change the pattern and change everything.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Dana George from the northern Odabo end, and he's going to be preparing to bowl to Kenroy Peters. Now a lot would depend upon these two, Peters and Andrew.
Yeah.
2 biblical names.
Mm-hmm. But warm, getting 12, 14 runs per over is a definite challenge.
It's going to be a challenge. So here is George. Peters taps away at the creases. Already said he's a tall man. We're in gloomy, dark, dull, grey conditions. He passes the umpire. Now is George and bowls, and he has a big swish at that one. Peters doesn't make contact. The keeper collects behind the stumps, and you can see all the close-in fieldsmen walking in as the bowler makes his entrance to the wicket, which suggests that they're alert, trying to stop the single. And of course they've got to cut off anything that is coming with great rapidity so that it doesn't go to the boundary.
Yeah.
Once more is Dana George in to bowl to Peters. He's just about there and bowls, and he hits that down to the third man area. Will this go all the way? Yes, it does. 4 runs. Well, it was a short rising ball slanting across the right-hander's body. He heaved at it, really slashed at it. And they tell you if you're going outside the off stump, and if you're going, you've got to go hard. And he certainly went hard, flew off the edge of the bat, and went down to the straightish third man boundary for 4. So he's gone to 5. The total has pushed on to 7 for 2.
Yeah, first boundary for the innings for the cinnamon pieces. Not too good bowling there by George.
George, left arm medium fast, in now, and bowls. Peters making room outside the leg stump. No ball, signaled by the umpire. Now that's a capital felony. You don't want to have that done in such a critical time, crucial match. So it's going to be a free hit. Overstepping, guilty of overstepping there. George, of course, the captain, Forsyth, won't be happy with that at all. But he went over the crease, confirmed by the umpires, a no ball. George will try again. Free hit. The field must remain as it was in the previous delivery. as it's George. In now to bowl to Peters. Peters is having a big swish at that one. Maybe taking his eyes off the ball and trying to give himself too much room. Maybe a bit of premeditation too. Doesn't make contact. Collected behind the stumps. Total remains on 8 for 2. The run rate climbing all the time. Has gone to 15.14 now. Maybe it might be good to have a few genuine cricket shots rather than trying to slog.
Yeah.
As it's once more George to bowl to Peters. Left arm over the wicket. Peters to this delivery is coming down and driving out. Oh, just behind square on the leg side. I think he must have dropped the catch. Did he?
Yeah.
Yes, they
For
come
the
back for the
chance.
second run and they get it too. Well, they sort of grimace, all the players, maybe thinking that should have been taken. Let's watch the replay. Was looking to hit that straighter, went square, and should have taken the catch. Admittedly, it was a little bit to his right and closing on to shoulder height, and just managed to spill that. Melville Gordon wouldn't be happy about that at all, neither would his captain, nor the bowler, Dana George, who's going to try again. 10 for 2, moves in, left arm, over the wicket. He's there now, and bowls to Peters. Peters is bowled! Neck and crop. Bales pattered all over the place, and it looks as though it's the middle stump knocked back. Let's look at it here. Right up in the block, or looking to move the front foot out of the way, and the middle stump was pushed back, and he's gone. So another wicket has fallen. Kenroy Peters spectacularly bowled by Dana George for 7. It's now 10 for 3.
Yeah, 10 for 3. Very good yoker there by Dina George, and a very good comeback there after getting that no ball. I think the Pacers are in deep trouble.
They are. I wondered whether they didn't panic with this and maybe try to hit the ball too hard. Oh, it looked, a simple total. Well, not simple, but if you're chasing and you have to score 61 or 5 thereabout, I think you in with a bit of an advantage.
Definitely.
Well, that's a sorry sight. On the scoreboard now, it says 10 for 3. Micah Narayan, the captain, has come out to join Andrew, and he will have to play a skipper's knock here. Of course, Dana George would have other things in mind. Moves in, passing the umpire now, and bowls to Micah Narayan. Narayan looking to pull. That hit him somewhere. Wonder how bad it may have hit him. The over comes to an end. He's just taken off the helmet. Now let's see how far the ball had climbed. Oh.
Just missed the helmet there.
Oh, that's around the neck area, was it? Or a little lower? But he pulled off the helmet, and whether he is going to be okay, the umpire has just waved to the dressing room. Yeah, I think it was hit somewhere around the temple area. Let's hope he'll be okay, but he's a veteran, he's an old warrior. 2 overs gone, 10 for 3. And we just want to let viewers and listeners know that Bronson Johnson, who in fact was struck on the head yesterday, has been hospitalized, so our prayers are with him. We want to wish him a speedy recovery. And we hope that everything goes well. So we're gonna pray for good recovery on his part. Cinnamon Peters, they're 10 for 3. Micah Narayan just been struck, and there is in fact a bit of concern out there.
Yeah,
the umpires are around him, and a couple of players have also converged, obviously showing some interest, concern rather. So look at the helmet. Physio is also out. So hit maybe somewhere around the cheekbone. They're going to take a little bit of a test to see just to check his equilibrium. Yeah, so a little bit of a hold up here. I think the Warrior is going to fight, won't he?
Yeah, he would. He definitely so.
I'll be surprised if he ever leaves the battlefield. So 10 for 3, 2 overs gone. I would think here that Cinnamon Pacers they should have a bit of a concern here in this run chase.
A great concern because I actually needed 17 runs per over. That means you need at least 4 boundaries per over.
And the power play has come to an end.
Yeah. It's the uphill task.
So
then we have the new bowler that is Darren Ned coming in from the road end.
right, and he's going to be bowling to Andrew. Comes in now to bowl to Andrew. Andrew is feeling for a delivery outside the off stump. Not bad body position, didn't get across, just stay there and push the bat at it. And the only thing that could have happened there was to get a nick into the glove of the keeper.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, there's no way that Teddy Bishop would have dropped that catch. Here he is once more in and bowls, and it is slashed down over the deep long on area, and that's gone all the way. Did it go all the way? Yes, 6 runs. Well, he took it actually from outside the off stump. It looked as though he was going to slash it, that's right, and then tugged it over the long on area, and it went soaring over the boundary line by about 10 yards, 10-15 yards for a huge hit. So he's gone to 7.
Good shot there by Kyron Andrew.
As Ned, treated harshly in that previous delivery, comes in a straightish long approach. He's there now and bowls, and that ball is hit very hard down to the long off position. Would get a single quite comfortably too. Thought about the second one. In fact, Micah Narayan made a few exploratory steps as if wanting a second, but the return came in very quickly to the non-striker's end. He's gone by 1. Andrew, he's gone to 8, 17 for 3. They've got to begin to really go after everything. Delivery that is outside the off stump, pull down to the deep mid-wicket area. Would it get to the boundary? Yes, it does. 4 runs. Well, just about 3-4 bounces over the boundary line it went. It was short. He rocked onto the back foot and maybe didn't even cue it as well as he would have liked, but the desired achievement, he got it. 4 runs.
Yeah, good shot there by Captain Narayan. Put it after hitting the hit on the helmet. Another shot ball, and he put it away for 4 runs.
He's gone to 4, 21 for 3. Here once more is Ned moving in to bowl to Micah Narayan, who is hitting that down to long on. The ball goes to the fielder. They will come back for the second. They've got to return. They've got to hurry. The return comes in, and there was Kyron Andrew just sliding home. The throw was not a bad one, but I don't think that Ned really caught it very well. But he was treasuring his wicket so very much that he was diving home. Look at him, really. But he dropped the ball. The bowler, Ned, as he comes in once more and bowls to Narayan. Narayan is bowled, looking to do the dill scoop, right up, almost in the block hole, and he's gone. The middle stump was hit. And another wicket has fallen. Look at that. Yes. Middle and leg. Bales dislodged. Gone all over the place. So Micah Narayan has gone for 6. It's now Cinnamon Pacers. They're 23 for 4.
23 for 4. And required now at least every ball should have to get at least 3 runs per ball. You know, this would be a really challenging one. 2 overs to go, and you still need another.
Yes.
27, 28 runs.
Javel St. Paul will go there and join Kyron Andrew. They were really, I don't know, that was so premeditated. I thought that he moved into the scoop so very fast. It was very easy for the bowler to see what he wanted to do, and the bowler did not panic but kept it directly on the wicket. I thought that was good bowling by Ned.
Yeah, very good bowling there by Ned. I could see just a slow delivery after he was given the indication earlier by the batsman.
So the new bowler
Imran
is
Joseph. Yeah, Imran Joseph.
Joseph,
Yeah.
yes, and he's moving in to bowl to Andrew. Here he is now to Andrew outside the off stump, wide signal by the umpire, quite rightly so too, because it really was very wide and had quite a bit of height attached to it. Total moves on to 23, and just a 1 extra, really, just that wide. And he's going to go back Joseph. Beginning to move in again. And bowls to Andrew, who is hitting the ball down to long on, will get a comfortable single. Dana George comes off the boundary, sends a return, not the strongest of return to the keeper, but the batsman had time to cross for one. So one more to Andrew, who's now gone on to 9. And the total has pushed on to the quarter century marks, now 25 for 4. Brings Javel St. Paul, left-handed lanky cricketer, to face his first delivery. As it's Joseph now to bowl to St. Paul. St. Paul is getting a Yorker-like delivery right up onto the leg stump, a little bit outside the leg stump too, and didn't get inside the line to maybe turn it down to fine leg, but more or less stood there and just blocked it, just stopped it. He should have gotten inside. Now look at where he remained. Didn't look to get inside the line and then to turn it down to fine leg. Got himself in a bit of a muddle, a little tangle. He remains on knot. 25 for 4. Here is a delivery outside the off stump, looking to cut. Is St. Paul. Doesn't make contact. Joseph just teasing him there outside the off stump. And another dot ball. Required run rate. It's gone now. Skyrocketing to 24. This is looking very dismal for Pacers.
Yeah, definitely so. Every ball they need to get to the boundary from now.
You're right. As it's once more Joseph moves in to bowl to St. Paul, who is coming forward and driving well out to extra cover. Runs here. They've gone for one. Won't come back for the second. I thought they should have attempted a second run there. They ran the first run and the only run rather slowly. Had they really put pressure on the fielder, they could have thought about coming back for the second, but they settled for one. So St. Paul of the mark brings Andrew into strike, as it's once more Joseph. Imran Joseph moves in with the number 17 jockeying on his back. He's there now and bowls, and Andrew looking to swing that and is bowled. Well, the off stump the off stump again pushed back, and there is Andrews going on all fours in a dog-like manner. Look at the off stump push back. There was a big movement into the right-handed batsman. And what a really comical way of celebrating that Joseph went on all fours and began to walk like a dog would walk. And I wouldn't tell you the next thing that he did.
Yeah.
Looked a little despicable.
Well, there was very good bowling there by Joseph. A slow delivery, and Joseph Kyron was looking for a big shot, and he was bowled.
So Kimo Peters will come out to Charles, is that?
Yeah.
So Charles is going to come out.
But if you look at it, that you can see they run it now 30 runs per over, you know. I haven't seen this happen in cricket. But 30 runs, definitely, you're definitely in the back foot there.
Yes, certainly. It's unlikely could ever win this from here. Here is a delivery that, it's a sharp shot delivery, wide confirmed by the umpire. And the bowler looks back at Joseph as if to say, well, how dare you call that a wide, umpire? How dare you did?
Yeah, I know. But I think it was a fair call by the umpire there. It was short just over the batsman's head.
Yeah, he maybe was also arguing that the batsman was pulling outside the leg stump. 25 for 5. As here is Chat Charles facing up to a short delivery, and that was also bouncer, and the ball went into the glove of the keeper. The over comes to an end, and at the end of the over, Charles is yet to score. St. Paul won. It's 27 for 5.
Yeah, 27 for 5. We could another 34 runs from the over. 34 is not hard. You just need at least 5, 6 sixes, and definitely going to win the game there.
Well, I wonder if I should have giggled over that. But they've said actually, that you don't say no until the very last ball is bowled.
Mm-hmm.
That's the game of cricket. They call it one of glorious uncertainties.
Yeah.
And we have seen so many dramatic things taking place in cricket over the years that sometimes, you can't cross out what
Yeah.
seems to be the impossible.
Yeah, mathematically, it can happen.
Gerard Noel will come in for his first ball, and he's going to be moving in to bowl to the left-handed St. Paul. Here he is from round the wicket and bowls outside the off stump. He left it alone.
Oh, could you imagine this?
Would you believe that? Left it alone outside the off stump. Maybe thought that the umpire would call a wide. Here he is again, bowls Noel, tucked down to the long on position. They have gone for one. They're not going to come back for the second. They should have decided that very early. They were too belated in their decision. In the end, they decided against it.
And this has come from the victory for the Clove challengers.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely 49.50.
You're sure right.
It's mathematically impossible at the moment.
So Charles will be taking strike. St. Paul 2, 28 for 5. Delivery that is cut down to the backward point area. They will come back for the second run. The return comes in and they get 2. Rather comfortably they get 2, but more like academic interest now. There's no way Cinnamon Pace is going to win this game. Looks a little dark. Looks rather gloomy out there now. As here once more is Noel in and bowls to Charles. Charles is tugging that up to long on. They will amble a single. So one more to Charles, who's now gone on to 3, I make it. And the total has gone to 31 for 5. Brings St. Paul back into strike. Here he is. Now there and bowls to St. Paul's, and he gets a wide delivery outside the off stump. This time the umpire said that was too wide, and one more to the total, which has now gone on to 32. Here is Noel again in and bowls, and St. Paul's is lifting that down to the third man area. The catch is taken. Yes, he's gone. Well, that was a good catch in the end. A good catch by Charles, as that was really going to his left, and it was dying on him too.
Yeah.
Let's look at it.
Charles.
It was going across to his left and took it rather low in the end while he was having a little bit of a slip. Good catch.
Yeah, good catch by Charles.
Very good catch. Well judged. So St. Paul goes, cut Charles of the bowling of Noel. He's gone for 2. And Cinnamon Pacers, they look really dangerously perched at 32 for 6. The incoming batsman is Hazard.
Yeah, Javed Hazard.
Well, there isn't much he can do, but he has to go to the non-striker's end for sure. This is the final delivery coming up. Here is Noel. While he was moving into Charles and then just pulled out. Charles wasn't quite ready. Here he is now and bowls outside the off stump, let alone wide signal by the umpire. Maybe slightly belated. One more to the total, which has now gone on to 33. Here he is again in bowls, and that is going to be pulled over the long on area. That's gone for 6. Short onto the back foot, he rocked and he pulled it over mid wicket. But again, just for academic interest, as the Pacers end up with 39 for 6. 39 for 6 with Chad Charles not out 9. Hazard, well, didn't score. And in the end, it's victory for the challengers, and a well-deserved one too.
Yeah, definitely. So good batting there, this by the challengers, and the bowling came out on par, and they were ready for the challenge, and hence the reason that they are victorious. So we must say good. They must have a good feeling there in the camp, and Cyprian Fullside captain must be happy with his troops and the performance today.
So with a reduced target of 61, it means that the Clove challengers, they have won this, and they've won it by 21 runs. And anytime you're playing a 10-10 or 20-20 and you lose by 21, that's a large margin.
Yeah, it's a huge margin, you know. But all in all, we witnessed another good game of cricket, and that's what we are here. We're going to continue to see the niceness in the spicy T10.
Right, so the match, Clove Challengers against Cinnamon Pacers. Pacers, of course, remembering, won the toss, sent Challengers into bat, and they scored 94 for 6, and then Rain stopped play with Casimir not out 23, Dana George was 3. So it meant with a reduced target, 61 in 5 overs, which was very much gettable. But I think they made a real meal of it in the end. And 39 for 6, Cinnamon Pacers, 39 for 6. It means that the Challengers, they've won by 21 runs. 21 runs, that's the first match today. And we have another encounter which should start at 12 o'clock. I don't know if there's going to be any adjustment to the time. There probably won't be. But it's carded to start at 12. That's Saffron Strikers against Ginger Generals. Saffron Strikers versus Ginger General. And then a little later on, if the rain permits, it would be Nutmeg Warriors against Bayleaf Blasters. That match is carded to start at 2 p.m. So just to remind you, Clove Challengers, they've won by 21 runs. A match that was reduced in the end to just 5 overs, and the target was 61. And Cinnamon Pacers weren't able to close in on that victory. Clove Challengers, however, won by 21. So our next match coming up, just to remind you that Saffron Strikers will come up against Ginger General. And when that match is ready to be bowled off, we'll be on hand to bring you commentary.